Have you ever noticed how I never do low effort videos? I mean, sure, I say I woke up, I threw this together, I didn't even put a shirt on for the camera. But you and I both know I've got quantum modules loaded, patch notes dissected, lightning dialed in, like I'm about to present to the intergalactic senate. This isn't lazy content, it's strategically casual. I don't dress up for videos. Now listen, PvPUpdate just dropped another big patch, and before you ask, yes, there are carriers. Yes, there are loot boxes. And yes, captchas are now a part of our space adventures. And somehow, the Transformers Mecca collab returned from the digital afterlife. But is it all bad? Nah, there is some genius to the chaos. And we're gonna break it down all together. So sit back, power up your jump drive, and let's talk about what's actually worth caring about in this patch. And what you'll pretend not to enjoy, while secretly enjoying it. Okay, I might post some stuff here, but first, if you look in the background, yeah, this is me in nullsec, free for you to kill as I'm recording this. I have no modules or no rigs. Here, look at this. Alright, so if you find me as I'm doing this, you will be in the video, or someone will have been in the video, I guess, when you're watching it. And they will not only get a kill mail, a solo kill mail of Chief Palpatine, but they will also get 5 billion ISK. That's right. I all thought it through in my head. This can actually make me do these patch notes quicker. And also do not read what's down here. There is not a giveaway here either. I'm just saying. So anyway, we got ourselves another chunky update. I will probably have it here in a small version. So listen up. Some of it is good, some of it is weird, and some makes me want to slam my warp core into the sun. But let's go through it all Capsuleer style. NetEase have dropped shiny new carriers. These are called Navy carriers. And while they look cool and bring some powerful options, I'm just gonna say it, I don't really think that this is what the game needs. We got some bigger problems in the galaxy, and I'm looking at you. We got market imbalance, corp warfare, burnout. But hey, new ships are new ships. So what do they do? Well, the Archon Navy issue is a tanky boy, it's accurate, it's a long fighter range. The Chimera Navy issue is a shield monster, it's an absolute menace against fast movers. We got the Thanatos Navy issue, which is speedy, flexible, and hits like a truck. We got the Ned Hugger fleet issue, the fastest one, high fighter damage and paper themed defenses. How do you get one? Reverse engineering, you know, the grindy way. Or surprise surprise, loot boxes. And yes, we're back again with a limited time store lucky chests, which never have any luck for me. But this part is actually neat. The Quantum Entanglement Generator, it's weird and it's kinda cool. It's a new mid-slot module only for Navy carriers that links two ships together through some sci-fi mumbo-jumbo, and the effects depends on the module type. You have three variants. You have a Nullify, which makes so that both of you get slowed and take each other damages. It's kind of like a space couple therapy. We have the Destiny, which is you both get small warp speed and stability boosts, and the repairs partially sync. We have the Reversal. It's when you take damage, they heal you, and you heal, they take damage. It's definitely not something you use on somebody you like. Now remember, this only works on Navy carriers, there's no skill books yet, and it's probably broken in some fun ways. Let's talk about the elephant in the clone bay. The captcha is coming to PvPUpdate. Why? Well, it is to fight bots. And what's the problem? Well, it kinda hits the real players too. If you mine too long or grind low level rats like a champion, NetEase will ask, hey, are you human? And if you're not watching your screen, you know, enjoy sitting idle in a belt, some pirates will rip your hole in half. It's a solution to a problem, sure. But man, it's a clunky one. The day I lose a ship because I was doing the captcha, I think I will riot. As I said, we have the Transformers Mecca collab. And yeah, it's back, we had it before. It is skins, modules, blueprints, and structure cosmetics. All dropped from another round of gacha containers. And look, I've never been a huge fan of seeing Optimus Prime hanging near a Blood Raider outpost. Some of these skills modules are actually pretty slick, especially when you mix it with the newer ships, I guess. So yeah, I mean, it's goofy, and I admit it, some of you is gonna actually use this because they are pretty good. There's also some buff highlights here. Sentry fighters are buffed with 8.3% damage and 9.5 explosive velocity and a -2 explosion radius. So now they really slap, especially against battleships and capitals. The advanced Inquisitor anomaly is tweaked. Now only 2 levels, it's down from 3. The loot and enemies are centralized. It's a slight bump in difficulty and rewards, and skill neurons and better rig blueprint is added. It's a time saver, it's a loot buff, what's not to love? We got some market and construction updates. Damage hull drop rate nerfed from Astero and Garmor. Didn't they do this last time? But anyway, 20% LP store discount for SOE and Mordu Legion hulls. The Morfight is removed from augmented fighters and light ship builds. Logistic drones are cheaper to make now. These changes feels minor, but it will add up for industrial players, so I kinda like this. We got some events and timers. Recommended new arrivals event is April 23 to May 14. We got Navy carrier drop chests, we got quantum module chests, we got implant reset packs, we got insurance reset items. Yeah, it's kind of like a box city again. We got the Super Mecca collab return. You know, pretty much everything from skins to shipping containers is also back, you know the drill. And we also have the permanent ship store is closing. Last call before it's gone is on April 30. There is also some bug fixes and optimizations. The offline close range weapons no longer friendly fire in your fleet if you're in a Lancer, or is it a bodyguard? In a bodyguard. The fighter will spawn without colliding into your own hull. And they also fixed some various crashes, display bugs and market issues. Shout out to whoever fixed that Entosis link bug. Bless you. So the carriers are flashy, but probably not what we need right now. The loot boxes, you know, again, the captcha, that's just pain. Mecca collab. Okay, so speculation time. What could this mean for the game? Now that we decoded the patch notes and dodged a few quantum entanglement death traps, let's get into what really matters. What is gonna happen? Because if there's one thing I know after years of flying and trading and yelling at loot boxes and half dressing for videos, is that every patch has a ripple effect. So here's what I'm seeing in the horizon. Let's be real. The carriers weren't what the game needed, but they were flashy and flashy sells. With the Navy issue carriers now dropping from loot boxes and rocking those new quantum modules, we're about to see a spike in capital level flexing, especially in mid and large scale PvP. This might push more players to start climbing the capital ladders, even if they weren't ready. It might encourage more corp level investment in capital support fleets, especially around high mobility or entanglement synergy. It also might split the field between rich and prepared corps and the rest. Expect fleet metas to adapt fast. I mean, whoever master the quantum entanglement mechanics first, that's your new space overlord, isn't it? Also, these darn loot boxes again, they are here, they are probably aggressive, and they will probably sell. Because all these new ships and modules do feel powerful. And all the players who didn't like the loot boxes, they left. So everyone remaining now actually likes loot boxes, so of course we get it. I'm just kidding. But what does that mean long term? Expect a short burst of wallet warriors showing off rare modules before we even know how they work. The gap between casual and invested players could widen, unless manufacturing becomes more accessible. If the drop rates are bad, expect a backlash. If they're good, expect market saturation. Either way, the economy will feel it, and builders should start prepping those reverse engineering lines yesterday. And this one is gonna sting. Like the captcha sounds like a nice anti-bot idea. I don't really think so, but in execution, it's going to mess with long mining runs, multi-device grinders, and chill combat sessions. And yes, some players will get tagged as bots, which always ends well, right? My bet is expect a wave of feedback, complaints, and maybe a rework if this hits too hard. It could also push players towards active content like anomalies and PvP instead of passive grinding. But if it actually does stop bots, the market might finally stabilize a little. The return of the Super Mecca champion collab is weird. It got some cool skins, good containers, but they also bring money, plain and simple. New players from crossover audience and some genuinely useful gear tucked inside flashy anime wrapping. So while this is not for everyone, blending silly collabs with a deep gameplay might just be the hook that keep casual curious. And let's face it, EVE has always been better when it lets its weirdness exist right beside seriousness. And my final thoughts, this patch is a setup. It feels like a setup for something bigger. A carrier rework, quantum tech and PvE tweaks and even CAPTCHA. They're laying a groundwork. And I think we're heading towards a new capital focused age. Maybe PvE and PvP are going to diverge more, making the choices between them two more meaningful. Market speculations and corp infrastructure will become the metagame again. And if NetEase is listening, this is the perfect time to roll out those long-awaited corp tools, tech tree simplification, or even, I dare to say it, actual game politics in the game. We're not there yet, but this patch could be pointing in that direction. And I seem to have survived. Now I just have to take my broke ass back to high sec in my ship that has no guns, no defenses. But I'm sure I'm not gonna die off screen. You guys take care, and I see you guys again.